Welcome to a live stream event. I hear myself back. I am. And my earlier is John late. He's late. He's always late. So, welcome to a live stream. We're gonna play with some sounds from the Omnisphere bonus library. It's really good and scary. Let's get over here some textures. Yeah. Stay still, I need to fix that cavity in your tooth. That burrito I had for lunch is killing me. Oh, well. Happy evil day. That's my kind of sound. Whoops. Logic is gonna crash. Oh, I think I deleted it. That's what I did. I hit the delete button. Oops. Hello, welcome. I'm John Limcool. This is a live stream. Yes, we're being kind of crazy. Let's get this all back to just having fun, you know. Halloween night, we've had trick-or-treaters and stuff, and so I bought this cape for an 80s Halloween party we went to, and these are the worst fake teeth on the planet. And you have to speak bad to keep the teeth in your mouth. So I had a really cool split keyboard thing going on, and by deleting it, I lost it. So darn it. Anyway, happy Halloween. I hope you're all having a happy Halloween. Big E. No, Logic didn't crash. It was, I deleted. Here, we'll get it back. We'll get it back. So we're going to go over here to multi-stack split. This is about right here. This is about right here. I'm having too much fun, so we're going to keep the party going. So we go over here. This is part of the Retrosphere bonus library. We'll talk about this and explain how it works, and we're going to talk about data management. It's a very scary subject. Perfect for Halloween, right? Because, you know, but, let's get that sound going. And then we'll get a sound from the other library, from the full library. I have a BPM bass. So it didn't crash that first time. It sure crashed that time. There's a little instability with 2.5 of Omnisphere at the moment, it seems. I've had people reporting some different issues that are going on, and I'm sure the guys at Spectrasonics are on it as we speak. They're not even doing trick-or-treating, right? Let's get this going again. So I'm going to have two sounds this time. We're going to get back in Dracula mode. You guys hear me, right? Yeah, I know you lost sound. My Logic crashed. When for some reason with multis, with more than one patch, that has been known, it seems, to cause, for me at least, issues with Omnisphere. So we were at Retrosphere bonus, BPM base. We can go, there we go. And let's go to the full library. There. That's scary. Oh, wait. That's a scary sound. Come here. I have some system exclusive. I need to. Now you get the right hand. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. Let's have that with the bell. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, those are the worst teeth on the planet. Anyway, welcome. We're just having fun, celebrating. We've been passing out candy, and I think it crashes when you put it in your teeth. Yes, I think that's about right. So, how is everybody? So, in case you don't know, the Halloween library, forget Halloween, Retrosphere library has been released, the final version, final artwork, all that kind of stuff. If you go to the full library, it has slightly different artwork than the original. This is the final artwork so that you can see the library and its beauty. So the way it's worked out, I decided after getting everybody's patches, there's there's like 240 plus patches in the bonus library here. And there's just so much going on, going through to pick out the best of, and all that stuff just seemed like they're all really good. You guys have been learning so much. And even the ones from beginners, I'm playing them and going, this is good. You got the mod wheel doing something. It's got an idea. So I decided to include them all. And in return, I've been contacting everybody that is in this author list that has made patches and adding a library of your choice for my website to your account as a token of appreciation for contributing, for being a part of it. You know, it's a fun carrot on a stick to get a library at the end of the whole thing, right? And so that is available when you buy Retrosphere. Until Sunday night, it's $29. Or after this coming Sunday night, it will be $39. And you get the zip, you download that, you unzip it. You now have a folder. This is the full library, the Plugin Guru Retrosphere Volume 1. And inside of the Guru Nation Bonus Retro Library is another .omnisphere file called Plugin Guru Retrosphere Volume 1 Bonus. Okay? Now, we're going to talk for a minute about, there's the ER version, the early release version, right? And you installed that. You guys made patches. People have been playing with it. Now, here's the final full version, and they have different names. And let's do this. Yeah, you guys are welcome. Let me see here. So if I go over here, here's the ER library. So I'm going to install this so we have all the libraries installed. I think even I'm going to make sure I'm all set up here. I don't think I deleted it, or did I? Sound sources. I think I did. So here, what we can do is we can go, let's install we're going to do some library installing. You can override existing libraries if you want. So this is going to be I need to install the bonus. So we say, okay, 236 patches you guys created. Just awesome. Awesome. Bravo. Bravo, bravo, bravo. And so it will install these. And then I'm going to install the ER library so that we have all 3 libraries on our computer at one time. And then I'm going to show you some data optimizations and manipulation to do so you don't have to have all 3 folders of the same samples. You don't have to have all 3 of them. It's taken it a minute. Oh, there it is. The data has been ready to use. And then I'm going to go over here and say install.atmosphere again. Continue. Hopefully we don't crash. And I go to, where's, I need to turn off notifications. All the stuff that happens. Off. Sample libraries. Here we go. So this is the ER version. Say okay. When this is done, you will notice, oh, okay. So we now have, Retrosphere, oh, let's see, bonus. It doesn't show it here. Here, hang on 1 second. I'm going to quit and come back because it needs to be refreshed. So quit. Don't. Okay, we're back. Now when we look here, we have 3 libraries. Because I added a new library, it needed me to restart it to see it. But we have the ER, which is essentially what the full version library became. My patches, plus my patches that I made that are just the basics with the, right? I wanted to keep them separate from all the mayhem you guys are doing that did patches in the bonus library. So here's the bonus library, which doesn't have any of those basic patches or the JL patches. These are all patches by Plugin Guru customers that have, many of you guys have been following for, one customer had something like 45 purchases in his account that we were talking to. And I mean, many of you guys have been around for a long time, watching and learning and programming, and here you are contributing to a library. It's just kind of fun. Something different, you know? So these are all here. There's really cool Simple Earth stuff. Really nice. And the mod wheel does lots of things. It's awesome. So we need to look at some data management, because if you get to your, so if you click Spectrasonics and you hit diagnostics, it will take it a minute to do a count of all the patches, sounds. It will do that, tell you how much memory, 57 gigabytes is used for the factory sound source library. Number of patches is 8,626. Steam library folder, this is where it is. That's where Atmosphere is looking. And so that is where you need to go. And when you go there, you will find a Steam folder like this, right? And if you've installed other libraries from Spectrasonics, it will look like mine, where it's got, I have Keyscape, I have Trillion, and I have Atmosphere installed. Go into Atmosphere and to Sound Sources and to User. And if you open User, you will see that there's Retrosphere ER, the early release, Retrosphere Bonus, and then Retrosphere Volume 1. That's if you've installed all 3 libraries now, right? This is just to free up some memory. Each one of these is not that much memory, but it's 66 megabytes, 53 megabytes, and then 70 megabytes. So we want to take the one that's the largest, which is the Retrosphere Volume 1, and keep it. That has all the samples that are used elsewhere, right? So we can take these 2 and I'm going to command delete to put them in the trash. I can erase. I can go back to Omnisphere now, and I go back here to the directories, go down here to sharing so that it shows all of the libraries. And if I hit refresh, you will watch, and the bonus and the ER versions will go away. Boom. So all we have is Retrosphere Volume 1. But all of the samples that Omnisphere needs to look for are there. So that means anything in the bonus library, I can click. It loads, no errors. I can even go to the ER library and the same samples. And I've deleted 2 folders with additional samples. So you can do that if you wish. You also could go to the Steam folder. Let's open this, and then I have a shortcut to the Steam folder. If you don't know this about the Mac, you can actually do this. Take the Steam folder and click and drag over here, and that lets you put it as a preset to automatically go to it. So I just click this and boom, no matter where I am, I can go to the Steam folder, go Omnisphere, Settings Library, Patches, and ER. I don't need that anymore. And so I can delete that. It won't actually update in the directories till I quit and restart. I'm not going to do that. I'll show you. I'll refresh the browser, which will take a second, and it will still be there. I believe it's not able to do file directory add and minus unless you're restarting your sequencer, your DAW, and reloading Omnisphere fresh. So we will confirm that. Also, in a minute, I have a reverb to show you, so don't go away. Yeah, see, it's still there. But if I go to ER and try to load something, it ignores, it doesn't do anything because those files are gone. They don't exist. Anytime in Omnisphere, if you're clicking on something and it does nothing, that's because it's got the name in the database, but it can't find it as a real physical something on the hard drive somewhere, okay? But if we go over here to ER and we say choose, it's there, okay? So that's how you can do data management. If you start installing libraries where somebody like me kind of goes crazy and does 3 installs in order for the library to come out because of getting you guys that buy the library early a chance to program, that's how you can clean up your hard drive if you want to. But I would suggest being aware of how your computer works and knowing what you're doing before doing that. Don't just do that. If you're not comfortable getting into your computer, you can break Omnisphere if you're not careful. So please be careful with that. Let's see here. AAS object delay. If the swipe bar is moving, crashes. Really? Wow. Well, here's the thing. I have a sale going on I want to point out. It's from now until Sunday night. If you use Trick or Treat 37 as your promo code, it gives you 30% off, 37% off anything at the site. And on top of that, these bundles, these 4 bundles, I lowered the price of them even more, including the first time I've done an over 50% off. Buying 20 libraries at once will get you an $860 worth of my libraries for $399. The 9 classics is to get 9 different libraries that are normally $371 for $199. The 6 Mega Magic libraries, and I have the wrong graphics. I'm sorry about that. If we go over here and I said open this in a new tab, here's what the actual, if you go to my website and you're not sure about where bundles are, if you're at home, let's see, let's log out. If you are here and you go to bundles, here are the bundles that are available, and there's one here that's called the Mega, where's it at? It randomly moves them around. Mega Magic Bundle right here. This is the one that's $232. You add it to your cart, go to checkout. This is a great deal if you want to get 6 libraries for this price, and you type in Trick or Treat 37 and apply, and boom, $159. Good savings, right? So that is a way to add a whole bunch of libraries and save some good money right now for the Halloween trick or treat. You know, we just started to rain here in Portland, so it's the end of autumn sale. So you can take advantage of that. On top of that, let's do this. Let me get a little fun sequence going, and then I'll load up this new reverb that's really cool. And let's do this on drums. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to get super macho drums playing. And then this reverb has some cool capabilities I want to show you. It's basic. It's $29 on sale. So if you want a nice, cool algorithmic reverb, it's this one from Clevegrand, KLEVGRAND.SE. It's called Cleverb. It's $29.99, which is half off what its retail is. And it's a very nice algorithmic reverb that's got some cool features. So let me show them to you real quick. I've got a cold. It's getting into my ears. I hate this time of year because I always get a cold and it gets into my ears. My ears get stuffed and it's just the worst. But here, let's get something like the Moubouton kit. Oh yeah, man, let's have some fun. Mardi Gras style. Here we go. And go techno trance. And let's scroll down here to... And let's halftime it. Okay, and let's go global. Have it hold a little bit. There. Okay, so Clevegrand reverb. Let's listen to it. Here it is. It's got a cool personality to it. You have decay here, so there's a small algorithm, medium, and large. And you have a combination of both early reflection. So that's really great on your voice. Just have early reflections or late. And each one has EQ. So you can set them to these really cool EQ settings. And here's the early reflections. And the late reverb, let's have it. That's cool. The duck is really cool. You can do fast stuff like that. Go really fast if you want to be radical. So it's got some cool abilities like that. It's got modulation. So $29. Cool reverb. They let me know about it today, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you need something with a cool, unique sound, and the ducker is pretty cool to have in a reverb, that's not something you see in a lot of them yet. So that's cool. So there's presets as well built into it. So you have soft church. So if I pop this over on Omnisphere, for example, let me hit X, and I'm going to take the Cleverb and put over here on Omnisphere, and then call up Omnisphere, and here's what it sounds like without, and bring it down to taste. Long delay. And this is because of modulation, so it's got like an LFO doing pitch. Spread it really wide. If you put this on a pad, it'd be really nice. Here's without it. Bring down the depth. Great. And again, you can shape it the way you want. And there's different types of filtering, as you see. You can do a shelf, you can do a filtering like just a brick wall shelf, or you can have it be a peaking, so you can. But you can get some really cool personality out of this. It's got a unique character that I think will sound out and stand out in the mix a little. So if you need a new reverb, that is a place to look that just came out, okay? Let me see if people have questions. It has a demo too. CPU load seems really small. It's algorithmic based. I believe it doesn't have, for example, I don't think it has a quality knob. Let's see, let's turn this off. And I'm doing a live stream. I'm sending out high def video, so it takes about that much of the processor to do that. On top of that, it dropped. It must be doing some sort of multi-threading. Anyway, I like these guys a lot. The other plugin from them that I use all the time is this one, the Retrosphere. This is the one that does real-time noise. I have a computer sitting next to me. If I turn this off, you hear the fan noise and stuff from my computer, but when I turn this on, it's gone. So it's really nice. I have it running in real time. It's not eating a lot of my CPU cycles on the computers and stuff, so that I can be doing other things. So if you want to sample sounds or record sounds at your house and you have noisy source, a guitar that's got amp noise, you can minimize it. What's really nice with it is it has this variable slider. So if I bring this all the way up, let's see, let's bring my voice up louder. This slider is variable, so I can bring it down. So I control exactly how much noise I want to remove. So you can just lower it a little bit so you get more pure tone if you want. It's pretty nice. Yes, and it's also available for like $9.99 for iOS. So if you need a reverb on any iOS iPad device type of thing, it works as a registered plugin there as well. So good job to those guys. They keep bringing out cool products. And I love, I don't know if you've seen this, but let's see if I've got new Clevgrand. If we get to their site, I love this page, the picture. Film, music, digital. They have a number of products and stuff now. That's just, yeah. Retired old people playing their, you know, what is that? A euphonium? That's not a euphonium. I used to know what that was called. It's not a mellow horn. Anyway, he's playing on it and having a nice time. Someone will know what it sounds like. So I'm getting hot because this is a very big, look at how thick this is. It's, oh, we have trick-or-treaters. My dog barks whenever trick-or-treaters show up. Such a good guard dog. This thing is like massive. And I wore it to an 80s dance party. It was really fun. Had a good time. Anyway. So let's go through. Let's see. My Grandpa Bud made this. So thank you, Grandpa Bud. Let me show you. I was going to make a scary song. We were going to do something fun. So let's see here. Let's go like this. hide all this and move this stuff over here for a second. So we just have a clean interface, and I'm going to open this up a bit. Let's see, I can save some cycles by turning off preview there. Get so I can see the chat. I disappeared again. Oh, pan knob sounds cool, Biggie. My picture's here, right? I haven't gone anywhere. Oh, okay, good. All good, Ken. Let's see here. So, in order to make this work, let's do this. I need to clear the bases here. Clear all this out. So we have a basic interface here, song. Excuse me. Let me resize this. We have a contact 5, which we will use at some point. I have actually a plugin I want to show you that comes with contact 5 that is so cool. We'll play with that. And Retrosphere. And I go up here, and where it says MIDI channel all, I just change that to 1 so that I have this set. And then I go to track, and I go other, and I say new track with next MIDI channel. And you can see it's got control, and then this is the return icon. So I can just hit control and hit return. And each time I do, there, I have 8 MIDI channels ready to go to 1 Omnisphere. So if I bring Omnisphere over here, and as long as I don't have the stack button on, the stack button will make it so that all of this ignores its MIDI channels, but I don't have that on. So since I don't, then this is MIDI channel 1. Cancel. I need to be over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I can play 8 different sounds now just simply by changing. So let's see. To do spooky, we probably should do something like a texture first. So let's go to the bonus library. There's a ton of really cool textures down here. There you go. Cox had made this one. Cox had lives in Singapore, I believe. It's just before 10 p.m. Edmonton time, so all the trick-or-treaters are gone. So let's start with this. And I'm going to do this free tempo, which means there's no click. So I just hit record. Oh. Except for my drums. Mute. It's still recording. Three notes. That's kind of scary. Don't open that door, Billy. Okay. So we got a good idea there. Let's go to, and I don't want loop on, so make sure loop's off. Part 2. So all you do is you click the 2 box in Omnisphere and search for sounds. And scary cello. Ooh, perfect. So let's play with that. So we just hit record. It'll start to play the introduction. It was a dark, cold, foggy night. 1952. I'm gonna kill my computer, I can tell. That's your challenge with doing this as a live stream. Now check this out. I'm free tempo, so there's no really set tempo for this, right? I don't like what I did here at the beginning that much, right? So I can take this and just Command T, take this region and delete it, and just have this started. And we wanted to start right about the time that I play those other notes, but maybe a little bit before that. So it's there. And let's go to part 3, and let's find some other spooky sound. So you have to be careful if you're going to do multi. Watch out for patches that are using 4 layers. That's dangerous. Scabby pad. Ah, perfect. And check to see that granular is not on. Oh, we are using an inner space, so it's going to use more CPU power. We'll see how it goes. So let's try to use this. You know, this is one where we might want to program it a little bit more. Go through, turn off the filters. Maybe we'll just assign pitch. Modulate this also. And maybe we'll modulate this to come down in intensity. So invert it. And it seems it's getting a little carried away, so let's modulate the volume, this gain level, backwards. There, cool. So if we hit record, and then I'll show you the contact library that I want to show you. It's really cool. Comes with contact complete. Yes, and the computer's freaking out. I can see the CPU going way over. Okay, so this is our first Omnisphere for the opening scary part. And then we're going to do a trance song after this, right? So with Logic at this point, since it's freaking out and killing CPU cycles and everything, right? We're going to freeze this whole sucker down. So we just go like this. You right click on this and you say track header components, and freeze is missing. So you select right there and now freeze is on. And by hitting freeze on all these 3 and then hitting play, and then command and period to stop, and now it's frozen. So now my CPU goes back to just doing what it does because I'm doing a live stream. So this is happening now. I can change volume, but anything else I want to do to this Omnisphere, if I want to try to add effect to see, it shows a little icon, it's frozen. I can't change it, and I stop, everything stops. That's because it's converted all this stuff into an audio file for each of these tracks. So I can still solo just one. If I select this one and solo it, I can play this. So I say 9. If I go to this one and solo it, I can just solo this one. So now I can play that. We don't need these other Retrosphere tracks because we just ran out of CPU cycles there. Now the library I want to show you here that's really cool is, check this out. Contact 5, when you get complete, over here on the list down here, there's some new, we'll do some things showing I've gotten complete 12 Ultimate. It was very nice. Native Instruments, the people there sent it to me with serial numbers and stuff so I can install it. So I will show you a lot of these different things as we go, but this is a perfect one for tonight. This is called Thrill, and this is unlike any other library that I have seen. I haven't seen anybody else do this. The idea is genius. What if you had a slider that you could move around and you play a note and it just builds? So it's playing multiple tracks back of audio that it's switching between as you move the volume slider up and down. Right? It's the same thing. The idea is to just, if you go here to the presets, there's a ton of presets. There's atmospheres and there's clusters, depressions. You have two different sides, percussion, atmosphere, busy orchestra. Really busy. Right? So, if you go over here and you set this to latch and record it, we'll do a thrill track over the top of this. Right? Play it back, and you've now got yourself an automated real-time, put this to read so that we can turn up a little bit more. Now, we could do the same thing with Contact we did with Omnisphere. If we want to add more, let's go over here and say MIDI channel 1, and then just the same command, control and return, 2, 3, 4. And let's go to Contact 2, and I'm going to, instead of this, maybe Action Strikes. This is a really fun library of hits. There's all sorts of different hits. And then the mod wheel so you just pick which one you want. You don't play all these at once unless you're insane. Just that one. And here's how we do this. So we got this non-tempo thing happening, right? And it's going along and scary, spooky, but we want to add a groove to it. So that means we want to have quantizing. We need to have a tempo. So if we hit our K for click, but I want a different tempo than that. That's too slow, right? So let's say maybe like 117 or at 17. Let's go over here to, I believe it's under edit, to tempo, to show tempo list. And let's see here. They don't have anything. There's some tempo stuff happening here. I don't know why there shouldn't be, but that's okay. So 17, we want it to be 125 beats per minute. So now when we're playing, it's playing along slow. 108. We hit 117. Boom, boom. And that's not fast enough. We want it to be faster. So go back to tempo. Show tempo list. Let's say like maybe 145. So let me find the drum I want to use. Now, so the tempo changed, and I missed the tempo change. And a lot of you would be like, oh my God, no, I missed it. And I have to go back and redo it. Don't, just replay it, find it. Okay, so I have the idea, and I have it starting right. I didn't even start on 1, right? So I'm all off and all messed up. But zoom in on this puppy. 27. Right here, Command T. Because think of this like water in a way. You can just easily go like this, and now you've moved it to 27. I actually need to move it to 17, right? Because that's where the tempo changes. So just put it right there. And just like that, I now have tempo locked the groove exactly what I want to have happen. So 15. Cool, see? And then right there, I'm gonna have it repeat. So just, I could hit L, or I could just hold down Option and drag. And now I've got that going. So now we need to get the techno groove going on top of that. So we'll go to channel 3 of Contact, and our dearly beloved trusty friend, Super Macho Drums. And you can always hit this little P button. It's kind of funny. Oops. Well, I'm in Contact 5. I don't know what's going on. But right click, go Super Macho Drums. Let's go down here to maybe one of the Super Pops. Let's see, is this helping for anybody? You must be scaring all your trick-or-treaters away. And once again, let's say that I don't know how to program drums. So many of you guys are new to drum programming. Let's pick a MIDI groove from the libraries that come with Super Macho Drums. There's like 600 grooves, and I'm working on some new ones. Go techno trance. Let's say, like, what's this like? And then hit play. There's just these kicks. That'd be cool. That might be cool. We got this kind of crazy. It's trying to freeze. Hold on. So stop, please. So we found a groove we want to use, and we wanted to start at 17. Inside of here, we can make the browser side go away. So say bye-bye browser. And I don't know what happened here. So let's close this, reopen it. Oh, it's still doing that. How funny. Oh, because did I do something here or here? That's really weird. I haven't seen it do this particular thing. So Super Macho Drums has this MIDI file to DAW button. And with that, you can simply click and let go at measure 17, and boom, it will put that MIDI file of groove data in. Make sure that the auto light is off, because auto means it will automatically start and stop. I don't want that. I'm going to have the sequencer start. So now I have... and maybe turn the whole kit down. Cool. Then on top of this, we need to get a new Omnisphere going. So let's go over here and double click down here. Let's see if we go contact 5 and double click here, just to have it make another instrument. There's other ways to do that, but it's a shortcut. So we can, if you've selected, this is a cool shortcut. If you've selected, say you have, let's see, make this go away. If I had also a microphone track, right? If I come down here where it's empty and double click, it will make another audio track like a microphone. If I'm selecting on a MIDI instrument like contact 5 and I double click, it will make a new instrument. So that's a cool shortcut just to quickly add things to this. So I've got Omnisphere. Come here, Omnisphere, please. And part 1. I don't know why I don't hear it. That's weird. Let's go share directories. Oh, I'm on MIDI channel 4. That's why. Because I have all these other 4. Oh, I was on contact 5, so that made this contact 4. So contact channel 1. I'll change it to 1. And then I can control click 2, 3, 4. That's a problem. So for this, what we're going to do is turn on cycle and have it just repeat a 4 measure pattern so I can find what my groove is going to be. Like that. 1, 2. All right, so it sequenced that, quantized that, loop that. On channel 2, we need to find something interesting to add to that. You see how fun it is to, I mean, just to play around and have fun, good times. We want to do something from maybe an Airwave library. And we're back. I knew it was going to crash. The second that I played a note, the audio just dies. And if you wait long enough, it gets into a cycle and then it crashes. And luckily, Logic has this thing now that I love. When it crashes, it quickly does an autosave as it's dying. So when I loaded this retro live stream back, it said, do you want to load the autosave? Which means it saved everything, including the bass. Oh, but it didn't say what it was. That's okay. I can get that back faster. But everything else is saved. So thank goodness. So part 1 was Retrosphere Volume 1. It's this sound. And part 2, I was going to do something, and that's when we crashed. So let's see if we can change tracks to 2. And let's play the groove for a second. Okay, so. And we were going to go to Airwave, right? That's what we're going to do. And this is when it crashed. Let's see if we can do this and not crash. Cool. So let's try this. Again, it's hard because it's a tempo change right there. So I'm going to actually play like a measure later and then move it. So. And quantize and then move this to 1 and see if it works. Try other sounds. That's a gappy kind of quiet. It's that might be cool. There. So go to part 3. Oh, what do we want to do? We could have a violin melody on top of that. I mean, you know, the possibilities are endless, what we could do. Are we on multis? We don't want to be multis. We want to be on part 3. There. See the libraries this way. Let's go to Retrosphere Bonus and play around. See if we can find something else to add for a melody on top of this. Kind of retro-y, right? That works. But a couple things. We wanted to be more like a Blade Runner thing. So let's look at the effects that are being used. They're all on A. Flame and delay. Let's add another delay. That's the radio delay. Let low end in. And then just to keep it simple, let's stay right here and have a reverb. And then I'm going to make this a little bit thicker. Go in Harmonia. Turning off part 2. Just use part 1 and take it down -12. So just doubling it. All right. So let's see what happens now when we do this. Let's go loop. Now, because this is MIDI data, I can do some fun things with the drums. It doesn't have to be a repeating drum pattern all the time. So I can hit P. I can look at the notes. And there's, oh, this is the bass line. We want to look at the drum part here, right here. So let's keep this going one more measure there. And then go to the drums. It's pretty intense. There's drum, there's a kick. Let's get rid of that to start with, because that's supposed to be like a crash. We don't need the tom. Let's get rid of this by just hitting Control M to mute. Let's simplify this a little bit. And there's this snare here, right? Command select that and M. So we're doing just a kick only pass. So there's no big downbeat snare things. It needed to render. There. Then the next time, we need to have this right there maybe. Actually, the snare's not right, so we'll go here. 1, 2. Let's shorten these down. Get rid of all the extra snares. Hello, come back here. And then just Control click. 2, 4. Click, hold down Option, drag, and you can duplicate stuff really quickly. So you have to select it first. Hold down Option, click. There. So we now have doubled it. Let's Option, click, drag up. And then let's maybe make these velocities softer. I'm listening while I bring up velocity. Cool. So, and then we'll go back to the down tempo one. And maybe in this one here, we should also have let's have something really frenetic. So let's take this part right here. Option, click, drag down to a hi-hat. Right? And right now it's like, that's eighth notes. Let's see. Yeah, you don't hear that yet. So all you have to do is Option, click, and drag. And let's make sure that they are nice and short so they're not overlapping. Let's listen now. Okay, I want it to be double that. So all you have to do is just keep, let's do this. Here's a cool trick. So I've got different durations for notes. I can make them all shorter just by clicking like that. But then it stops at a certain point. Command 7 opens up your thing here for the, you have the duration, the length, you have the velocity. If you select all these like notes and you set them to a certain value and you hold Shift V, no, I think it's Command V. Is it Shift V? Yeah, it's Shift V. And now it's made them all the same value. And you can do that to anything. If you want them to all to be a velocity of 119, which you see they're different, now hold down Shift V and boom, now they're all 119. And now I'm going to hold down Option and click and drag again. There. So it's very easy to, this is one of the things that separates Logic from most of the other sequencers is how easy it is to quickly do MIDI creation, stuff like that, fix notes, change velocities of everything. It's pretty unrivaled in my, you can probably do it elsewhere, but I know how to do it here. So here we go. So oh, wait. So we want to be at 17. I think I'm like blasting the output pretty hard. So let's do this. Let's take everybody, bring them down -5. There. So here's our piece that we've got so far. Start scary. We've got thrill. I can have my dinner with a little soup. All right, here we go. And you could add, I mean, to fully produce this out, you'd want like reverse cymbal fill-ins and off you go. So, yay, that was scary and techno at the same time. So, any questions? I think I'm going to knock off here in a bit. Logic Pro today. Can't wait to put this on my laptop. I got to lay down some vocals. Let's see here. No, I'm not going. I can't. Vocals is not my thing. That's not what I am known for. Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for joining. Oh, this is playing back now. So I'm going to say farewell for the night. There will be a live stream on Saturday. We will be making Costa Rica sounds turn into synthesizer sounds together for a while. I'll see what else we can have go on. If you have ideas for live streams, send them to me. Send questions. We like ideas and stuff like that. But yeah, so don't forget to sale. I'm going to put up a thingy on the website. I haven't done that yet, but Trick or Treat 37 will give you 37% off most anything at the site. All right? Oh, great. Clark, can't wait to hear it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, special Halloween live stream. Lots of fun. So thank you. Wait, I can do my... So, oh, do your scary voice. Come over here. Come on. So the night before Halloween, and all through the house, no one's alive because I just killed them all with a mouse. If you think that's funny, I've got some property in Georgia. I'll sell it to you for a really cheap price. Oh no. That's my mom. What's she doing here? Mom! Go away! Mom! Go away! Mom! No! Mom, what are you doing? Quality acting there, let me tell you. All right, thanks for joining. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed hanging with you guys. That was really fun. So, again, if you have ideas for future live streams, send them to me. I love ideas and questions. I did lay down vocals, but I didn't record them. They're only on YouTube. Thank you. And your support is appreciated, and it's fun to hang with you all. Get Retrosphere if you need the beautiful, warm Oberheim sounds. By the way, I've been recording My Waldorf Pulse right here. I mean, software synthesizers are great, but they do not hold a candle, not even close to the snap of these filters, and the envelopes are just... They haven't even figured it out yet. Even something like Repro, it's nice and it's close, but it's not the same as this analog module here. Let me tell you, my friends. Thank you, Ken. Glad you joined us. Happy Halloween from Oregon, from wherever you are. So maybe I'll show you examples of why analog hardware still has a place. I started to write a song using this thing that was just totally out of character for me, but it was really cool, and it's really amazing. So I'll show that too on Saturday. We'll play with the Pulse, because Volume 2 of Retrosphere, which will come out probably February, will be Waldorf. So we got a ways to go to get there. I got stuff to sample and all sorts of stuff, and there's a lot in the pipeline. Boy, oh boy. Wait till you guys see what's coming. Exciting times. All right, I'm out of here. See you guys. Cheers. Be well. Happy Halloween. Happy scary day. It's almost done. Go enjoy the candy that's left, right? All right. See you guys later.